McCoy here as we start the countdown, heading into Fighting Spirit for Game 1. Here's Zoo and Gorg. Now, another ZVP stunner here. This is Team Beast versus No1CareThat. And just to sort of give a little bit more background overall, we heading into this week, Chobos was on top. However, I'm going to pull up some of the stats here. The Team Liquid thread. What are they saying?
Always on top. What are we saying? We're saying GLHF, GLHF man, all that kind of stuff. We're pretty good mannered folk over here, me and Gorg.
Okay.
Gorgonoth.
Yeah, so I'm pulling up the Wikipedia.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out my awesome larva
Chobos
tricking going on. Just toot my own horn a little bit.
Stats are updated to week 7. Through week 7. Oh, we don't have him post week 8, but at least through week 7, Chobos was undefeated. Team Beast 3-2, Supply Block 2-4, No1CareThat 2-3. But as we know, we won a series 3-3, and so now we're in the middle of the road with Team Beast, trying to fight against Team Beast for that 2nd seed, 3rd seed, heading into the playoffs. Okay. Chobos look a little bit uncatchable.
They've been uncatchable the whole series, I think.
They've been uncatchable a little bit. But we're just to add some drama, some layers to this game here, Sam. What was at the back of your mind when you're starting out? Like the first thing that you did, I noticed you sent your Overlord clockwise. Do you want to talk about that? Actually, he's not moving, is he? You fucked up the larva trick, didn't you?
I just fucked up the larva trick. Yeah, I'm 13 or 11 or I think it was 10 or 11.
You're trying to larva trick, but you didn't send him.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I like to give him a rest. Sometimes my overlords get tired. Look, he's going now. He's going.
Okay, he's going now.
He's on his way.
Right,
sometimes they gotta stop and take a little breather. And I think what honestly happened was I hit S and then I hit the click, but I probably hit the click as I hit S, so that only the S went through.
Simultaneous mouse and keyboard input. That's a bummer, man.
Like I said, I'm like super rusty. My rhythm is off a little bit. It takes a little bit to get back into the the vibe, the feel. I had some pump up tunes going, so I was probably like a little bit too eager.
Yeah, so last time we watched you were listening to the old Kanye. Was this time you were listening to the new Kanye?
The new Kanye, I think, was in the playlist. I don't know if that was who I was listening to right now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm pretty sure he was.
The workers, the first scouts are kind of going in correct directions, but Zoo, you find him before. Well, now he's seen your Overlord, so he can deduce where you're at as well.
Maybe,
assuming
but
you
stop. He doesn't know.
But you don't know because you did do the logical thing and send it clockwise. But who knows? Maybe that's your second OV going counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Who's to say? With these directions.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
I don't fuck with that clockwise.
Pro versus Link Dance. Are you gonna get past the cannon?
Look at him go. Oh,
moving
they're going around the back. Around the back.
Ooh. Are you going to set up like some denies? He's pulling his boys right away. He's
pulling
some boys.
Yeah.
Are you going to get up that ramp?
The boys!
Oh, you squeaked through.
No.
Oh, you squeaked through. You dastardly dog.
Those 6 lings, man. I'm telling you, 6 lings is so much better than 4.
Dude, I stole that from Endymion.
Yeah,
He's like, go 9 pool and then make 6 lings. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look at those. All those lings got hit at least once, and then plus some by those pros.
Shout outs to the coaches on the other teams. Yeah. No, shout outs to our coaches too.
Yeah, so if that was 4 lings, none of them would have gotten up. But because it was 6, 4 of them got up. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like making him pull his probes.
You continue to be annoying.
I'm feeling great right now. The farther away I can get those probes from the mineral line, the happier.
Oh yeah, it just feels so good, and then just go back to just sort of hanging out here. Yeah, you're being savage with the links for sure.
I think I've only gotten actually 2 probes so far, but just the lost mining time of making him, and the the APM as a resource idea too.
Right. Yeah, you're just tasking him with like babysitting this stuff. You do lose a ling right there.
Lost a ling, yeah. He went in on his own.
Boys.
He had his own idea.
He's got that particle beam 5 damage.
Oh,
the 5
there it is.
Zaps you with his beam. No prescription needed. And
Honestly, at that point, I was like,
run
okay,
by.
I've done some damage. I'm a B team player. Let's just try to get a couple more probes if we can. I saw his zealot was out. Like, this is gonna get a lot more difficult here. So I'm just gonna send him in and focus back on macro. Like, I got the spire going down. You know, I'm just kind of going that direction.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a successful run by for sure. Making Gorgonoth frustrated, who's just taking his first gas now, which is super late. Like that's obviously evident of distraction and you know, just a lack of doing the normal when things don't go as planned. You know what I'm saying? That can often be really tough because not everything goes to plan in Brood War. You know, sometimes your hatch gets blocked, and that's just part of the game, and you shouldn't leave the game. You know. But
Scuzzy, let's talk about that drone. I know what drone he's talking about.
Okay, so you had a drone that was over in the bottom right for like 10 years and then never built anything, and then you moved him over here. What's up with the drone?
We got a Ling run by going on again because it worked well the first time, so why not try it again? But these zealots are a little bit more difficult to get past than the probes. Yeah. Still getting two in there. Drone. But the drone, so probe was following him to take the third down in the bottom left. And then I moved him to the bottom right so that he wouldn't know where I took my third.
Stargate coming. Yep, go ahead.
And then he was over in the bottom right, but I didn't want to take the third at the bottom right because that's closer than the bottom left. And then I did a bunch of Ling micro. And then
you forgot.
I forgot. And then I had enough money at 25 supply, which is way late for a third. But send him over, and so now we're up and running.
Now we're up and running. Oh, we've got Reindeer saying that wall. TT, oh, jeez. That wall. What's the wall? It's not goon friendly. He'd have to take something out.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. So even as a Protoss player that I am.
In your part-time life.
That's right, my Zookeeprr.
Yeah, dude. Zookeeprr, keeping it fresh.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, sending in some little scouts, some scouting Scourge.
Adding on the 2 more hatches as well. I like it.
And just patrolling above the Stargate. This is my favorite thing to do as Zerg. It's just you've got a thing?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he's going to fly over the thing. I probably don't see it. I'm sure that I don't see it.
Oh, you don't even see it. Oh, he saves his Corsair. Well played, Gorg. Nice. Good stuff from Gorg. And his scout is checking out your bottom right. Or sorry, bottom left. And this can bode kind of not good because those first couple zealots are coming out. And sometimes you can actually send zealots out before that +1 is finished, like he's doing right now. And the right number at the right time can actually do a number to Zerg, and he's got what looks to be the right number here.
I'm scared right now, for sure.
This SimCity does not help that much because it's incomplete. Only the first sunk is up. It's incomplete. Is he going to take out this sunk? It's going down. And there's just like a couple Lings against 4 Zealots. This is not enough.
Not enough.
What do you do
Especially
here?
When they attack your hatchery for a little bit, which is what mine did.
Yeah, wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that health down a little bit. Yeah,
that's all my own doing.
But you have some more coming in here.
Got some more coming in, catching some reinforcements.
And you're making some. So I think you'll clean up, but...
I had the macro at a point where I could at least afford to be kind of caught out a little bit. Still got a Scourge over above that Stargate. Like I'm not done with that.
I saw that the red dot on the map, just like he's just chilling there. Not bad. Dude, Scourge are weird looking. Look at the attack on the Scourge. It just looks like the teeth of the Scourge. It says suicide. Damage 110.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't realize it said suicide as it.
That's his attack. It's called suicide. It's not. It's like it's a melee explosion. So anyway, now we have the Corsair phase from Protoss, where he kind of gains that air superiority and he can sort of zap your boys. This feels bad, you know.
To a point,
he's zapping your boy into the cannon, which is gonna hurt. Oh,
that's a dead boy right there.
That hurts.
Am I making Scourge?
And then completing the scout as well. He gets the information too.
Yeah, he's been playing with those cannons pretty well, like the Corsair cannon combinations. Like leading the Scourge into the cannons and then forcing the Overlord into the cannons.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, definitely some good control here from Gorg, who's babysitting his units correctly. But you are out supplying him, and your third has gone swimmingly for you. Like, his Zealot attack didn't do lethal damage down here, so now you have these big pieces in place to sort of force this map control. More Scourger's Corsair. Oh, saves another Corsair, and you lose another Scourge there, Sam. Tell me, what were you thinking?
I didn't even notice. I'm sure. Like, it probably
you weren't even thinking.
Died. Yeah, I've got the Scourge on patrol now, trying to catch any more Corsairs that are going that same path.
Okay.
So hopefully that works out for me. Like, I don't want to think about that. Is kind of where I'm at. I'd rather just focus on macro, like get this fourth up. Once again, I have a drone that's sitting there ready to do something, but not doing anything.
Let's zoom in on that guy really close. God. You know, what's going on in his life right now that he's just so busy? You know, everybody's so busy. Hey, man, you want to hang out? Yo, do you want to get some beers?
Oh, no,
I'm busy.
I'm
finally making a hatch. People text me that all the time when I ask them what's going on. But the links are at the front.
They've been there for a while. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to rush into this, like the cannons and all that, but exactly what...
You have a little bit of it. You have a little bit of excess drones at the natural. Are you going to do a transfer or something soon?
I'm sure I'm not.
Okay. You're sure that you're not? Okay. I just figured I'd give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe.
Thanks, but I almost guarantee I won't. I rarely transfer from like one area to another, like from the natural to the third or whatever.
I mean, at least you are mining. You know,
they are mining.
None of them are unemployed, but they do have to wait sometimes, you know.
Right, yeah. And I mean, like I said, I like to give my guys a little bit of a break every once in a while.
It's not gross oversaturation, just by a little bit.
What's that?
You know, I said it's not gross oversaturation.
No.
Just maybe by a few drones, by a little bit.
No, and you know, like every once in a while you get a union sanction break, and you know that's fine.
Union break, yeah, right. Seems like your drones have a lot of union breaks, man. I don't know how they negotiated that.
Here on the Zookeeprr
yeah, they got
team,
great reps on the Zookeeprr. Drones are just hanging out in the third, bottom right for a while. They hang out in the bottom left for a while.
Yeah, it's all about the morale.
The No1CareThat drone union. You know, I think we need new leadership in the drone union.
No, I think they're doing great. They got us a bunch of perks.
Yeah, for some reason I'm casting adversarially to you.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure what that's all
I'm
about.
rooting. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's about. I thought we were still rooting for Protoss because of Intact.
No,
I forgot you're
rooting for the Zookeeprr.
It's fucking you.
Speaking of, a couple DTs moving into the bottom.
Yeah, and look at your spore coverage. Look at that.
Look at that.
Kind of like spacing out the lurkers to keep them with the radius of a storm separated, and then one under each spore there is just nice. And those DTs are not going to get in.
No, they are not. I don't have any spores at the natural, though, so that's a little scary.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. You should develop them here. And probably you just had the thought right now because you just burrowed the lurkers there.
I did. And I also moved the OVs over that way, too. So, you know.
Okay.
I did notice
I see a lot of stuff going on right now, actually. You're moving your whole army back.
Yeah.
Just bracing for the inevitable. I don't know.
I'm just scared. I'm spooked.
Just gather up. You're looking spooked right now.
Spooked.
Gathering up all your units here. But you know what's spooky is your Sim City is really good. I mean,
oh, thank you.
You're kind of impenetrable. Like, you're spooky from a Protoss perspective.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the Protoss players in chat are just going like, oh my god, Zerg is so OP, nerf Zerg, nerf Spore range is bullshit, you know. Nice Corsair fleet.
That is a nice Corsair fleet. I actually hadn't seen the Corsairs until just then when
oh, I see.
The Scourge I've got out around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, anytime you see that many Corsairs, it's like, ah, shit. Like, I let him get that many. Like, this is 6. This is too many.
Yeah, he's really built
so you can see I'm trying to, like, catch him off guard. Like, I think he's going over to the third. But nope, they just pass each other in the middle of the map. and he's just gonna go over to
That's
my
funny.
natural
Like you've got the
instead.
sweeping formation, like the flying V formation type of shit going on.
I was
but
ready to
he's
get them. I had them all spread
he's
out
just
so
not-
that they wouldn't
not
lose
going
too
the same
many.
direction. That's funny.
And now I see him over, and it's like now they have to travel across the whole map, like corner to corner.
Right. Oh, poor
Luckily,
Scourge.
I've got the Hydras that can save most of the Overlords, and I got speed.
That's a lot of Ovies.
Yeah.
You have made a lot.
We're at
Like,
174.
actually, both players have a lot in the bank and a lot to give still too. So
Yeah. Well, if you look
let's
to
see,
the bottom
finally
left,
finally those Scourge on the right kind of collision course with the Corsair.
and then they still
But
can't.
I bet that you're just not going to pay attention and they're going to die.
Yeah,
with
they're,
something.
no, they're pulling back, but they're just like, fuck this. I did finally make my macro hatches, so hopefully that money goes down soon, because those are finally up.
The shit talk. Don't forget about using Scourge because another one just died to cannons over there at the third.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. No,
he's even hitting you with the XD. It's a flock. Did you take this in kind? I don't think I would.
I didn't even
this in
respond.
kind,
I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm worrying about him as much as I can, and then I'm gonna macro, and I'm pretty sure I'm out macroing you right now.
You're worrying about him? Okay, I was gonna say because you're just sitting around in the middle.
No, as much as I can. You know, I've got a bunch of shit to do.
Okay,
I got a lot on my plate.
Yeah, you do. You also have some drones that are on their Union break.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of shit to do.
A lot of Union break is over. We need to check the game clock. When do they clock out? I don't know. Oh my god, you've got a lot of macro hatches too, dude.
That's what I told you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm up and running.
Nice, dude. You're actually up and running. You're killing it. You're
you see those macro hatches right now?
Like oh my god. Oh my god. There you go.
Found a way to spend that money, but they are locked in, aren't they? Like,
they are really.
They are not going anywhere. Those are elephants in a cage right now.
This is some kind of fucked up zoo.
I am the zookeeper. Yeah. I have failed as my duties as the zookeeper. Look at Ultra's trying to run through the mineral line.
This is not fire safe. You don't have a fire door right now.
Yeah, they're gonna make one.
You start to attack this one.
I figure I got
but
enough.
Can you get out through that gap, or do you have to kill something else?
I think they can get out. I'm not sure.
I hope you can get out without having to kill the Evo, but.
Well, the Evo's not doing anything right now, and I do have. I've got one, or is it 3-3 now?
It's cool. The Ultras just did a bunch of work. They're on their Union break right now. They killed one spore, and now they're just chilling.
Yeah.
No,
I like to let my animals rest in between their jobs.
Right. Yeah, they were making those like weird, stressed out lines through the grass.
That's
like
right,
they like.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago, and it was all depressing because all the cats and tigers walked in the same circle and like wore a tread in the grass.
And the dog.
Dude, Chicago's some fucked up free shit. You get what you pay for. That's what I learned in Chicago, man. You get what you pay
the poor
for.
animals, like they didn't have a choice whether they were at a paid zoo or a free
I know.
zoo. Like,
yeah, they don't even understand. They're in a cage, dude. Well, now they're uncaged. Your ultras are out.
Ultras are out. I'm a better zookeeper than those. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. We should just send this cast to the Lincoln Park Zoo with your application and say, look, I'm a great zookeeper. I killed the spore to let him out. Oh my god, you have a bunch of shit.
I have a bunch of shit. Look at this, catching the third or the fourth, I guess, at the bottom too. Oh man, so good.
The storm, they're so good on you though.
Storm was very good.
But you got a lot of ultras. They're 4-1 ultras though.
That's actually why I go ultras. Wow, he says.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't need to look after my Scourge when I got a bunch of ultras, do I now?
Wow, this shit talk coming through at the end. Oh jeez. GG lol. GG. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe-ish. GG. We're
still shooting.
Still going. Still shooting.
Yep.
Gorg is just taking his time a little bit, processing the fact that, you know.
Maybe I shouldn't have shit talk. I think is what he's thinking.
He did. But still, game 2, man. Gorg.
Overlay.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. Classic no one care
Alright,
that.
finish the beer.
Finish? I just opened it. There's no. I'm not finishing this beer.
Alright, so my bad, Street.
Basically, you missed a pylon and a spawning pool.
Yeah, I mean...
And some dank larva tricking going on.
You're doing some dank tricking? Nice.
Some dank tricking.
There we go. Well played. By the way, shoutouts to our friend Brad, who's always watching behind the scenes, and he's got our back with that overlay. That's like twice now. Shoutouts to Brad. What's up, dude? Dude, Brad. Oh, Brad. I'm so sad right now, dude, because my Rocket League won't start for some reason on my desktop PC. I know, and it sucks. I don't
Have you
know
reinstalled?
why. I did a reinstall. I did the verify. I have not troubleshooted it entirely, but I'm bummed.
Of course.
Anyway, I think it has something to do with upgrading to Windows 10, which is really shitty.
Fuck Windows 10.
I know, right? Ooh. Your lings are out. Are you gonna kill that scout?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. A couple of them are going.
I got the two control groups going though. This is my trick. I got 1 and 2
groups. Nice. Yeah, the other group is on the union break. Okay, there we go.
I put 2 on 1 and 2 on 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get him! Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
we got him.
Good work, dude. Well played. Well played.
Fuck Vista in 8? No, 8 is so much better than 10. It's not even a competition.
Dude, I'm a 7 Pro kind of guy. Yeah,
7 is best.
I fucked with 7.
But 8, I prefer to 10.
Why does 10 have these very creepy control panel settings windows? Like, would you like to share what we share with companies on or off? You know, like all these weird ass settings that are like, dude, like get out of my grill. Like, why are you in my? Anyway, so you're taking the 3rd.
I'm taking the 3rd.
And your net just finished, so you've got.
And then I just finished.
3 bases.
Yeah, I actually hit the 3rd timing where I like it, which is like 14, 15, as opposed to 25, which is what I did last game.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I only went with the 4 lings though, and I really wish I had gone with 6 because I could totally get another run by.
If you had 6, you could get in for sure. Oh
yeah.
God. You would need like 1 or 2 to soak, and then you get about 4 lings.
Same thing as last game, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been really great, but you didn't do it, Sam. Why didn't you?
But I didn't do it.
What were you thinking?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been making 6 most games lately. Actually, I do have an idea as to why.
Why is that?
No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away.
Remember? Okay, I'm not giving anything away.
Mm-hmm.
But
you gotta remember, I won the first game, so I'm like in a good spot right now. I'm thinking like, all right, I did pretty well. Like I felt like I won pretty handedly too.
You did win the
first
first game.
Like, yeah, like I'm feeling good. And I won on macro, which made me feel even more like, okay, so if I can just out macro, like I'm good to go. Just make this game go long, and we're good to go.
Maybe Gorg has a little bit back of his mind, like he needs to switch it up a little bit because you lost the game 1. And now you're on Aztec, which is a 3-player map, which can, in some cases, with that like high ground up to natural ramp kind of thing, can sometimes favor Protoss aggression that like gets on top. Like let's say that you took your 3rd down the ramp. Actually, I like that you took it at the natural, but you know, that main to natural high ground structure can often benefit gateway units from cutting off reinforcements or you know, just like kind of severing the connection between bases with some aggression or zealot aggression. But speaking of aggression,
yeah, speaking of aggression, exactly,
you have your own idea, your own modus operandi going on.
I sure do.
Up, Sam?
I thought, let's bust him. I had actually, so usually you don't make layer when you're busting, but I made layer, and then I thought, you know what, like I won game 1. Busts are easy and effective. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I like it.
So I'm going for it. Yeah, I had 3, the lings at the ramp there.
8 hydras so far, 9 coming. A couple lings. 10 and 11 are coming now. 12 from the main. So you've got about a control group of lings. But did you just get scouted by the Corsair?
I got scouted by the Corsair.
Oh, that Corsair flying past. The response.
So now the question
from
is, what do you
Toss,
do? Yeah, yeah,
He's gotta
exactly.
throw down more cannons. He throws 1, 2 more cannons.
And I gotta
down,
go. I gotta. The jig is up. Like I gotta make some crossroads happen here.
He
lost a couple hydras right off the bat.
Yeah, this is not looking that good for you because you moved those zealots out. He's got the right kind of response going on right now, but the zealots can't make anything happen without dying beforehand. You're spitting. One cannon gets canceled. Okay, there's a zealot. Oh, they're starting to poke. One hydra goes down. One zealot goes down. More poking. More slicing. More spitting. It's not.
Oh, that one zealot with 3 health. Oh, it's gonna kill me.
That zealot gets away, and the cannons finish. Oh no, this is bad for you now.
Yeah, now I'm like, shit. Is basically what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can maybe poke and spit a little bit and really be annoying, but you're not gonna get all the way through anymore, I don't think.
Oh, certainly not. Yeah, basically I just want to do as much damage as I can, and I kind of decided that gateway was about as much as I could do.
All right.
So now I am set up. Like, I'm good to go. He's got that Corsair in my main that's not really doing anything. Now it is.
Nice, good call out. Yeah. By the way, Scourge, you should micro your Corsair. By the way, like, what did he say to you, game 1?
Yeah, you should. What is it? I forgot.
Control your Scourge or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you should control your Corsair.
That was the
by
sentiment.
The way, Gorg. What up, Gorg?
I should have said it. I should have said something like that.
You should have said something, but now it's of course zapping your boys, which feels bad.
Yeah, well, no, especially when you got all this shit down at his main. But like, look at all these cannons. Like, honestly, yeah, I made a bunch of hydras really early, but he made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cannons.
Yeah,
like,
one was there pre-existing, but it's a big investment for him. And here's what you're trying to see: is there a possible window that I could get through? And there's just not. There's just
no. Yeah, even losing what I lost was probably not ideal.
I mean, I have to commend you for testing the waters a little bit because you've thrown.
You gotta try.
You've thrown so many resources this way to try to make the Hydra bots work, but it's just not gonna really compute for you. So, what do you do now, Sam? What are you thinking?
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking, thank God I already got lair, because usually when I Hydra bust, I don't have lair yet. So I was able to throw a Spire down right away.
You go home and you start lair, and you're like, well, shit, now I have to live on this low tech for a while. But you're right, you do have a lair, so that's good. So Spire's just about finishing. There it is.
Done now, yep. And so I can make some Scourge. I don't have so much fear over the Corsairs. I also know he hasn't made a bunch because I saw how many cannons he made. Which is, I mean, that's so much money. That's like 1,500, 1,200, 1,300, something like that.
I don't know. I would
in cannons.
Again, shout out to the nerds who do math on Team Liquid.
Yeah, what's 8 times 250? Or 150, rather.
Who's to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But then
we got Lurkers almost done too. Like, I'm actually not feeling terrible. Looking at the supplies, I probably should be.
SimCity's coming up for you.
SimCity's up. Lurkers are almost up. I mean, once I get to that stage, I start to feel pretty safe to macro up, and I'm actually getting the 4th already. So yeah, I'm already feeling pretty safe.
As far as Toss goes, he's going down the Templar Tech Citadel, and the Templar Archives is up. Has he started Storm? I think he has.
I want to say I saw it up there, yeah.
I want to say I saw Storm because his first High Templar is now moving out with the Zealot bunch to try to spook those Hydras away.
And it worked. I'm spooked.
Yeah,
I'm thoroughly spooked.
They
were basically just you're good.
Yeah, my bad.
They were camping out there just like waiting to see, okay, when is he moving out? When do I have to start worrying? Oh, and scouting those DTs. I don't know if I actually saw them or not, but technically I could have seen them right now.
Did you? You don't remember? Because you should be looking at them.
I should have seen them.
We're all looking at you looking at them.
I'm sure I did. Like, I see a big blotch of red on my screen right now. Like, I'm sure at some point I looked down there.
Did you see DTs? Did you click on them?
Well, if I went down there, like, I would have seen them, but...
Okay, yeah, you would have. We're saying what actually happened. What happened, Sam? Did you
I don't remember. This was last Sunday. We're almost a week ago now.
Okay.
I don't remember every thought I had.
What were you thinking?
If I saw DTs, I'm thinking I need spores, but I've got spores, so I'm good.
Yeah, actually, I think you saw them. I
might have seen them. I think I saw them too.
You know what? You might as well be revisionist in your favor.
Oh, look! I moved my Overlord, which means I definitely saw at least one of them.
Oh, you totally moved it. You totally built spores. So you totally saw those DTs.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
Look at me. I'm on it. Now I definitely know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing that one die and thinking like, haha.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. So. Look, Sam, we're the casters. We can create history. You know,
That's right. We have the power.
These are the casts that get put up onto YouTube. So like, we'll tell it how it is. No1CareThat is really putting the hurt down right now in Team Beast. We coming off the 2-0 to the start with intact, and now you are looking and scouting out those DTs very expertly, Sam.
Oh, expertly is exactly the right word too.
Probe King? No, more like Probe Jester, because you're a joke.
I'm the one sitting in the ivory tower right now.
Watch the
my
throw.
math and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. My lack of idioms, like any self-respecting coder would have.
Yeah. No figures of speech here at all.
That's right.
Yeah, as we sort of move into a different phase, though, you're getting more macro stuff set up. He's still ahead in supply.
I'm still trying to catch up. I keep looking up there and keep seeing that I'm behind.
know,
Where are
man.
these swipes going on? Oh, there's
He's attacking one of his own pylons. I think there's a bit of a blocking situation happening here.
blockade.
Still not sure. I think goons would be able to get through that. I think.
We
shall
do have a
see.
shuttle making from Protoss. I don't say that because I remember drops, but I do say that because I saw it in the screen.
You're like in an interrogation. Like, I wouldn't say that I was there exactly, but I don't recall. You know.
There may or may not have been drops in this
think,
game.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a shuttle at one point.
Yeah, I don't recall if
It'll be
my
dropped.
emails said that the Corsairs were incoming to the top. Man, everybody's lying nowadays. All right, but we got some more hatcheries over to at the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get my macro hatch game up. I mean, they should have already been down because I've got like 2,000 minerals and 1,200 gas. But, better late than never.
Have you ever thought about
thought
about doing some kind of like rule in your head, like when I glance at my minerals, if I see X number, I'm going to build a macro hatch? Have you ever put that into practice?
I've thought about it. I have not put it into practice.
Okay. Ooh, you scouted that drop though. Maybe. Okay, but the link,
technically it was on my vision, but I'm making a bunch of lurkers up above.
Oh shit! I activated OK Google on my phone. No, it's listening. Oh god! It just searched for the word common ling. Oh my no. Hold on. Okay, but your drop's
I do
going
see
down.
it now.
Oh shit! DTs are killing your stuff. Oh.
DTs are killing my stuff, but I got most of my drones out of there before anything bad happened, and I got some OBs ready to strike.
Yeah, I like the probe transfer. I do like the probe transfer.
I think you mean the drone transfer.
The drone transfer. You're right.
Sorry, I don't mean to go all coder on you and be correct.
Wow. Fucking StarCraft correctness is a plague these days. So
you're appropriating probe culture here.
I was appropriating Protoss culture. I'm sorry. You know what?
That's right.
Protosses have very good culture. I respect their culture. I do think it's bullshit, but I respect your culture.
Those seem like opposing ideas.
It's incompatible with the 21st century Zerg culture, but I still respect your culture.
We got that drop going up north. He scouted it out with the Corsairs. He saw a weakness.
Yeah, for sure. And actually,
I see a drop. I sniff it.
You do, but this little Aztec high ground, the high ground lets him drop sort of successfully up here. And throw the storms down on all your boys. Oh, fantastic storms on you.
Yeah.
And now the Corsairs babysit the shuttle on his escape. Wow. Dude, you just got cheesed on by that drop for sure.
Oh, it hurts, man. It hurts the second time even more than it did the first time.
Simultaneously moving some zealots over to the 3 o'clock to take out your hatchery over there. Holy crap. Gorg's making moves now, dude.
Yeah, I'm feeling really rough. I've been feeling rough all game. Like from the... Oh, I didn't even know that was that
supplies. He had 90 to 180.
Yeah, I think I made a bunch of ultras. That has to be what that is, right? Now you just
finally remembered to macro, so you shoot up to 142. Like, all of these eggs are ultras. So like,
Zookeeprr macro right there.
55 supply. I shit you not. We saw you go from 90 to 145.
No, I was watching it. Yeah.
Classic No1CareThat over here.
That's literally like
banking
all my
4,000,
ZVPs.
Yeah.
get to ultras so I don't have to macro anymore, and I can just make them a bunch at a time.
By the way, Sam, you only have one guy on gas at the 9 o'clock. What were you
I
thinking?
know. I saw it a long time ago. I wasn't gonna say anything.
You saw it. You weren't gonna say anything. Nothing gets past me on my observer hook these days.
It's been that way for a long time.
Wow.
We're talking like a while.
Put another guy on gas. You're looking at it right now because you're microing your ultras.
Well, I'm thinking about other stuff.
Oh, the storm, like the storm drop that's just zapping your boys.
The same spot.
Oh, jeez. Just you need some help. Oh, but the
but the spores, yes.
Wow. Wow, good stuff with that kill on the shuttle for sure. And now you're
I didn't do
across the
anything.
map.
I literally did nothing.
Zerg takes skill. Zerg is harder for beginners. So anyway, moving these ultras down here, and you're gonna come across that Protoss sort of death ball here. Good storms in the choke, but then that High Templar dies. A lot of ultras and hydras coming in. More storms coming down. Great storms actually.
Storm.
Well played by Gorgonoth. He has a kind of a nice concave here. Your ultras are 3-1. He's only 1-1. You've got a lot of armor to give. You do have.
I do, but I don't want to lose all these ultras, and that's what's going to happen if I keep attacking.
You're right. I kind of like it. I like that you kind of take a step back here because these are expensive units. We don't want to, you built 12 of them at once, so you don't just want to throw away all 12 right out at the get-go.
Which is often what happens. Yeah. But yeah, kind of lure them out a little bit, do a little poke, wait for some reinforcements to come down. It looks like I got some lings, some hydras.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to turn out well for you once your sort of reinforcements connect with the ultras here. But we've got a good macro game going on here.
That's right.
A lot of zealots up here. Like this, you're sort of both players are splitting and sort of taking the reins and putting their feet down on their sides of the map. What's bothersome for Protoss, though, is your control on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And those macro hatches over there, which he's going to have to counter with his own gateways, but you're just banking more and more as you attack, moving in with the ultras and the hydras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to, like we were talking about in the last series, like if Protoss gets up on some bases, it can get scary.
Yeah, good storms.
Yeah, great storms there.
And that DT mix, a good amount of DTs in there to sort of help swipe and cut away, like high DPS. You're gonna try to snipe the Nexus. Can you take out this Nexus before all the ultras go down? I don't know. The Nexus is 300 and your ultras are still hitting 200 going down, and then no, you don't get it.
Not quite.
Oh God, when you trade away like 70 supply for something and don't get it. Well, not 7. I don't know. A whole group of ultras, a whole group of hydras. Wasn't that attack, right?
It was a lot of stuff.
A good amount of Zerg stuff there, traded for without the real sort of the linchpin or the purpose of that aggression. You didn't get the Nexus. How does it feel, Sam?
Again, I would say it feels worse the second time watching it than it did when I played it. When you play it, it's like, well, we didn't get it. By the way, I love this little drone that's hiding out with these zealots here.
Zealots, yeah.
It's just like, don't look at me.
Definitely in the wrong
I don't want this face.
Yeah. Got the wrong game.
He's got his bros. His gang showed up here.
Yeah.
Let's clear out these zealots. I'm actually liking Gorg's observer placement too.
Yeah, he has good vision. It doesn't actually look that bad for Gorg on paper. If you switch to Gorg vision right now, he's got his side of the map. He's got observers in good spots. He's got zealots here to sort of defend this aggression to the right. Like, you could spend a lot of links trying to trade into these zealots, and it's just never going to be that efficient for you, actually.
You sure could.
Wow, you really sure could. And these zealots keep moving out. They're 2-1 now against 1-2 links.
Yeah, so we're even on upgrades now. I think mine are cracklings, which helps a little bit, but yeah.
You've got the tit for tat going on. They are cracklings, but more Protoss Gateway stuff coming out here. And we got our buckle up, folks. We're in for a macro game.
We're in a macro game. We're already there.
We are already there.
That 5,000 minerals. Oh my God, it just hurts to look at.
You have many minerals, Sam. So
yeah. What do I do with them though? Like, how do I spend them all?
Well, you could probably expand to the 11. and to the middle of the map, and to the mineral third.
Yeah, just expand a bunch would probably be the right.
Make a few more macro hatches somewhere. Just, you might as well make some hatches, make some more drones. Get more SimCity. You know, make a round of drones and commit every drone to a new building. Is going to serve you pretty well. But God, I wish you had an overlord. There's a DT swiping away in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I wish I did too. He's just swiping.
Yeah. Ooh, you're a little bit too fast for him right now, but
a little bit.
In general, here's where you can sort of switch into some late game tech. We might see some reavers, more shuttle play. This is where the shuttle becomes a really important factor for Protoss to try to break through these fronts that are well defended with static D from Zerg, but a shuttle can sort of find those gaps and those openings. In fact, your whole main is sort of ripe for the picking right now, to be honest. You don't have much there to defend something like a shuttle coming through.
No, I got nothing. Yeah, a shuttle could just ruin my day right now. Like, take out all my hive tech and my hive. Like, I would be in very big trouble.
That would be pretty sad for you. I wish Gorg. Again, I'm rooting for you, but I kind of wish Gorg would drop you.
Well, I mean, Gorg's doing really well. Like, those DTs are taking out a bunch of shit. You can see that drone over in the top, like, running from the DT.
And some Zealot aggression over here. They're pretty fast units, by the way. It takes you a little bit of a while to respond to get over here, and they're going to have their way with the base over there. Meanwhile, your own death ball's in the middle of the map, unsure of what to do, whether to go home, whether to go forward. It looks like you're sending a quantity of ultras, not all of them, but some
quantity, yeah.
A few more
select
from the main.
Yeah, these are the Ultras select group here. This is the top shelf stuff.
Yeah, dude, I know about that top shelf.
Yeah?
Speaking of top shelf, good Archons, you know, making a good amount of Archons over here. That's pretty good for Protoss.
Is that top shelf? Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess it is.
For sure.
They're pretty good. But look at that Zerg ball. Oh, man, that's
Zerg stuff.
Beautiful. Yeah,
you
we're both
are a Zerg. Wow, dude, you're a Zerg. Look at you.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at you doing your Zerg stuff. Struggling to box everything at the same time, not moving.
You know it. Yeah.
Stuff goes in too fast. Oh, but a lot of ultras coming in, and this looks so bad. But great storms and great Archons. Actually, Protoss is a pretty good concave here, but there's a lot of Zerg stuff. Too many ultras. Too much stuff that's just rolling in here. Just damn. Rolling over that Toss army. Great storms, like the best that Gorg could have hoped for, and yet you still have too much stuff. So
that's why I love Ultras so much, is like you can storm them all day and they'll still like keep marching forward if they've got the upgrades for it.
They're such a linchpin of that Zerg late game, being able to soak and tank and just get in the grill. It's kind of like what Zerg is really hoping for all game long. Finally, you can get in that with that hive tech. The cannons at that other base are going to be a little bit tough. Like, they're built in a good structure here that's going to like make it annoying for you. But the damage that you've done actually, and just these little straggler, little groups of units that cut off the trickle from Protoss is really what it's all about right now. And you have so many minerals in the bank. God damn.
I can just make lings all night. Yeah.
Like
I'm good to go. And you can see I'm doing that. Like, I just got a bunch of lings everywhere. And basically I just have to A-move them in at some point. I'm sure I'll do that. At some point, I'm sure I'll do that.
Yeah, man.
If I just took some of these lings that are at both the natural and the third and moved them.
Poor Gorg. Gorg finishes with like 8 gateways, and some of his rallies not 100% correct, and a couple goons got trapped in the middle. So like, a little bit of that claustrophobia, the base effect on Aztec came into effect for Gorgonoth, who didn't necessarily get all of his units onto the field in the most efficient way possible. So that you never know. Sometimes it's a game of inches. He's trying to make a storm drop happen as well that you are privy to. He drops it down for the YOLO storm anyway, which actually wasn't bad.
Yeah,
not bad. He killed a good amount of drones there, but you still took him out. So, good stuff. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm about to win. Like, after that engagement, like, if you can get an engagement like that against Protoss, they're slower to remax than you are.
Right.
And I figured we were both near max because it would. I mean, that engagement happened at like 20 plus minutes.
Before that fight, yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
Which even for B team, like
nice
you should be able to
transfer.
get to 220
God,
minutes.
if there was a storm right now in that drone transfer to the 3 o'clock, you just sent so much over there, and there is a shuttle, but nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the Scourge AI. Scourge gets an observer and gets a shuttle.
There we go.
Oh, he does drop something, but not enough.
Couple zealots, yeah. Got a couple more zealots. Yeah, I'm starting to gear up. I got the ultras back in the mix here. Made some more. Got a bunch of cracklings. We're at 3-3 now. Yeah, I'm feeling great. This is the way this is my goal in every ZVP.
Right, to get to that late game with the fully upgraded melee and just be able to throw your weight around a little bit. Like, zealots are no longer that scary.
Oh, nothing is scary.
Nothing is really that scary when you have fully upgraded stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go over to your macro hatches and control click the larva and please make things.
I would like that
more
too.
things from your things, you know?
That'd be cool. Yeah, I would agree.
Because you have a bunch of empty supply and a bunch of stuff banked up and a bunch of larvae just chilling over here.
Yeah, but I got DTs. I got, there's shit going on.
Yeah, there's other stuff to deal with, but you just hit a camera hotkey and then control click and then make a bunch of something.
Oh, I hope these DTs don't kill all. Okay, good. I'm on it. I'm privy.
I see you. Alright, so the DTs are cleaned up, and now you're sort of mounting your assault. This is Gorgonoth's last stand here on the ramp.
Oh,
Good
great
storms on the
storms.
ramp. Great storms, actually, and this could actually create sort of a ramp structure that benefits Protoss a little bit, but you've got a flanking group. Another flanking group of units coming in with an Ultra Link from behind. You're moving in from the front and from the back. At the same time, he's struggling. He's running out of storms. He doesn't have any more energy on his High Templars. He's used up almost all of his storms. He's got like one left, and there's just not enough here. Like, there's just not enough. Maybe.
Still, I mean, that's a pretty big thing to run up a ramp to. All that Archon DT or Archon Templar.
Yeah, you learned about physics running up a ramp for sure. That was,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, those trades though with your kind of map control are always going to sort of benefit you a little bit more than the toss because.
Oh, I agree.
You just have such a stranglehold on everything, and I see you've made units. And a bunch more ultras at the macro hatches. Looks like 10 ultras.
Yeah.
12 ultras coming from the macro
Oh,
hatches.
he's sending in the boys.
Ooh.
Sending in the boys. The boys are not long for this world, though.
No, but
Not really what that's all about.
You have to commend their bravery. You know, it's like the first ships on D-Day. You guys are just fucking gonna die. Like, you're just fucking, you're fucked up. It's like the second wave of ships that aren't gonna get fucked up. But those guys got fucked up. So nice storms. Jeez.
Good storms, but the ultra brigade is coming in here.
Of the ultras, yep. And try as he might, I think you just have too much with not enough DPS here from the storm. So a bunch of yellow streaming in here. You're yellow streaming on him. GG, well played. GG. Gorgonoth taps out with a good night. I'm glad that you guys could fit it in, because that makes a 2-0.
30-minute game.
For No1CareThat, another 2-0. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap.
Look at us go, our B team.
Wow. B team showing up to the plate. Let me give you credit for that. Oh, that's the 2-0 for
Give me that
Zookeeprr.
credit. Give me that credit.
Boom.